he might have been with a woman for 30 years who got a trash ass box.
What is trash box? I'm
Oh,
gonna answer that. What is trash
well,
box?
a trash box could be a Lucy, you know, a Lucy Lou. Um, you know, she ain't got no Cobra clutch grip to her shit. It could be that you know, I mean, some of y'all can fit bottles up in that motherfucker. But you know, I mean, I don't. Trash
Do you
box
think
depends on the
do
gentleman who
you
it.
think she can fit a bottle in there, or do you think it may be you might be lacking? You may not have a big dick.
the the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Hello. Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straight jacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that.
Hello?
Hey Jess, Blessing Rose here. Here's the thing. I feel like a lot of you bitches don't understand who I am. Let me introduce myself. I'm a trans woman that don't want a period. I'm a trans woman that likes having a dick. I'm a trans woman that speaks on topics that doesn't affect me, but because I can, and I do. Hello? So let me say it again. I'm a trans woman that likes having a dick. I'm a trans woman that doesn't want a period, that doesn't want a uterus. I speak on topics because I can, but I don't want it. Hello. The amount of anger and frustration and hatefulness I feel coming from you when you say, you'll never be one. And it's baffling for me because I'm one of the trans women, one of the few that genuinely loves who I am, loves my body. Right? It's I know it's weird, but it is what it is. Hello. This whole discourse started because a trans woman called her hormonal cycle a period and you guys flipped shit. Which is why I said you don't own the term period. Period is a function that happens naturally. Some cis women have it, some don't. Trans women have their phantom periods or their hormonal cycles and they can call it a period. You don't own it. But just
What
the
the
fact
fuck?
that you assume that I wanted one because I'm talking about it, and the fact that you say I will never be you, beloved, I'm a divine being. You'll never be that with the way you're talking. Hello?
A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. A lot of, no, let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do. Since they really want this real word, bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss Thing. A lot of you don't want to be you. Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving and happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect than you do. That has nothing to do with us. That is not a reason why you should be disrespecting us and trying to make it a big thing. Girl, don't nobody want no period. Don't nobody want no motherfucking kids, because a lot of you hoes don't want no kids. A lot of y'all only having these motherfucking kids to keep a man around. A lot of y'all only having motherfucking kids because you trying to make your mom and daddy happy. A lot of y'all are married or not even married, but the ones that are getting married are motherfucking married to a man that don't respect you, probably beat you, don't give you the compliment, don't treat you like the real woman that you are. So why are you really mad at us? You're not really mad at trans women for considering ourselves women. You're mad because you don't really get respected as the woman that you really were born to be real in. Girl, stop taking all your frustrations and your disrespect down on other people. That has nothing to do with us. Anybody trying to take your place? Girl, the only reason why you feel some type of way is because we look like something. Girl, but at the end of the day, none of us are respected. And I tell y'all all the time, as a trans woman, if I would have known, well, I would still be a woman, but bitch, if I would have known the things that the difference between being a man and a woman, girl, it sucks being a woman. Girl, do you think a person will really transition to still live a sucky life? People don't respect women. And when you are sexy, bitch, they only look at you as a sex object. Bitch, they fuck y'all ugly ass. Girl, bitch, you not mad at how men look at us, because men fuck anything. Men are out here fucking children and animals. So girl, let's stop making it about what men like or who trying to fool who. Girl, niggas don't give a fuck. We don't have to fool no motherfucking body. I'm sure some of y'all real women have seen men fuck other real women and be like, ew. We feel the same way. Girl, when I see men that talk to me and I see their baby mamas and their wives and stuff, I be like, ooh, like how you go from that to this? Like, girl, no, you got some money. The caliber of women that y'all fuck are loser. And you bitches will never be shit because you don't care to be shit. You always worried about the wrong thing. You're so worried about what a man like before you motherfucking care about what your children like. You worried about what a man will approve before you realize what your children approve. You're so worried about pleasing a man before you worried about pleasing yourself. Girl, your battle is not with us. Sweetheart. The issue is not between us. Sweetheart.
Roar about who can bleed and who can't. Men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one, and I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me, you may not like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be, while walking in society emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman, because being a woman is not a feeling. However, being a woman, I absolutely am subjected to my reproductive organs that identify me as a woman. And saying that doesn't mean that I'm less than a woman. It just means that that is the beginning of my woman origin and my woman experience. And for the women who can't have a baby, we still recognize those women as women because they do have the reproductive organs to do so. However, we also understand that something is medically wrong with them. I will give credence to the fact that women are not the only people who have a period if we're identifying them that way, because non-binary people or trans men actually can also have a period, but at the basis of it, we call those biological women. However, when you're talking about trans women, we understand that that is something that biologically impossible you cannot do. The power struggle here that comes into play is when there is a very small minority of people imposing onto a larger group of people that are telling them what they would like to be called, how they would like to be treated, how they would like to be pronounced, and how they would like to be identified, but then you're imposing terminology onto them that they have yet to accept. So I must appease your feelings calling you by the pronouns that you identify with as, because you have chosen to make this decision about putting on a wig and putting on nails and putting on a dress. However, when I tell you I reject terms like birthing person or breastfeeder or real woman or biological woman or cisgendered woman, at this point, then I should just understand and accept it because science says so. But science also says that the basis of your DNA, you are biologically a male. So why are we not listening to science all the way across the board?
Goddamn buzzsaws. Shit.
It's a lot to go through. It's a lot. Obviously, just hilarious. Finally got this conversation popping off. I think everybody's ready to hop in now. Shout out to y'all tuning in. If you are tuned in, please share. Let's partake in this conversation. Please share if you're on the feed. What's up, 45? How you doing this Wednesday? It ain't noon o'clock, but we in this big.
Y'all know what it is. 4-5 in the building. Too hot for your mind.
Oh, God.
Too heavy for your mind. All that shit. I'm about to get on this ass though. Because this is
it's a lot. It's a lot. People have been going back and forth for a couple of days now. I've seen both sides. I've understood both sides. Which I have to think with I have to be unbiased when it comes to these conversations. Both sides make valid points. But at the end of the day, it's another way of separation. Basically, that's what we're going through right now. We're going through a separation.
who allowed it?
Huh?
I always ask the same question. Who allowed it?
Allow what?
The whole sentiment to begin with. This I don't care what anybody says. This shit started back when motherfuckers was allowing people to call each other metrosexual. And then when that started, it was like, let's see if it's gonna take. And it took, and then people jumped out with all this new shit. All the fucking alphabet crew and all that shit. Hey, let's start this shit off right. Let's get this shit clear. Me, I don't give a fuck what you decide to do with what is below your fucking belt line. But it's your goddamn choice and it's your shit to deal with. It ain't everybody else's shit to deal with. That's number one. Let's get that shit out the way. Number two, when they first started identifying homosexuality or whatever new term you want to call it today, when they first started identifying it and having terms for it, it was a fuck. They clearly look in psychology books. They clearly had this shit labeled as a mental disorder. And today, I'm looking at straight women who is arguing with people who clearly have disorders. Okay, so let's get this shit straight. You can't win arguing with fools. You definitely ain't finna win with nobody with mental disorders. So that said, we're at a state today in this society where we've allowed lines to be blurred and we look like fucking idiots to the rest of the fucking world. And just to add in a little more to this shit, y'all do know that the fall of a society, and this being Babylon, fall of society is when motherfuckers start not being able to recognize who is male and who is female. You can look that shit up. Rome fell the same goddamn way.
Oh, I said he ain't come to play with y'all bitch ass.
And real quick, I mean no harm. I'm not going to overtake this. I'm just prefacing shit. Let's get this thing straight too.
We as a society have, especially, us in America, we have a fucking problem renaming shit all the goddamn time. While you motherfuckers is calling it a period, I know what I was taught in health education in the fucking 6th grade. It's called a menstruation cycle. Am I right or wrong on that?
You're correct.
No male, regardless of the fucking amount of drugs you put in his system, his biological makeup cannot allow him to perform as a female, period. And I'm just going to be real, ladies. Y'all accept entirely too much ignorant ass shit just to get your fucking way on things. And if it's not evident today, something is fucking wrong. Y'all fucking fought to let these girls fucking run around in football uniforms with boys. Don't you forget it. Y'all fought to make sure Boy Scouts was accepting girls. Y'all know what you did. And now it's coming back to bite you in your goddamn ass because you got men who want to motherfucking act like women and they outperforming your motherfucking ass in sports and every motherfucking thing else. They got men who, I'm a woman, who have literally fought in the MMA against women and beat the shit out of them. And y'all still sitting here like everything is okay. Again, we're going to rewind. You're arguing with people, with make-believe people. These people are living in a make-believe fucking
Ooh,
world.
shit, you finna get Kiddy Pig Radio canceled.
If it's not make-believe, I know. When I was a kid, I had a very, very vivid imagination, and I ran around with a bunch of kids who had vivid imaginations. Okay? And today, what I am seeing in society is a bunch of grown ass kids, especially when you a woman and you got to what where do you even think that you even need to get into a lane to start having to fight your standpoint on being what the fuck you are? I say this shit because my daddy taught me this shit. Okay? And this is real shit. Ignorance is on purpose. And stupidity, it has to be desired. That's real shit. That's the realest shit ever. Okay? And you can't.
Not playing with y'all bitches.
I started on this shit about 4 or 5 years ago, and y'all fucking know it. I started on this shit about 4 or 5 years ago when I was the first one calling them the alphabet crew, and niggas thought I was fucking crazy. And they was calling me crazy. There's comments in previous podcasts where they was like, "Oh, you just don't, you just don't, you just don't. You don't know the first thing about me." Again, I don't have a problem with what you decide to do with your life. But when it starts affecting the outcomes of others, yeah, bitch, somebody gonna have to pay. Somebody gonna have to fucking pay. Now we ain't getting cut off the air. This because sometimes you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is, Kitty. You remember when you was a kid? See, this is what the fuck is a problem too. But you remember when you was a kid, you used to run outside, and if you tripped, you fucking skinned your goddamn knee, and your grandma, she might have gave you some motherfucking, but she might have put some peroxide on it or some shit like that. But what did you do? As soon as you seen them bottles come out, you started hollering and screaming. You started acting a goddamn fool because you already knew if she touched that white bottle, you gonna lose your shit, right? This is the shit that needs to go on today. You motherfuckers need to get the scab ripped off your goddamn ass and get cleaned out with bleach and goddamn antiseptic. because you got a lot of fucking really, really bad, built up, nasty shit up in you. And we ain't even gone deep into the subject with you motherfuckers. We ain't gone deep into the subject with none of you transies and alphabeties and all we all know. If ain't nobody paid attention to it yet, we all know what they doing. They in your children's schools, teaching your children. I tried to tell y'all that plus meant pedophile. It starts with a P, but nobody wants to listen, and it's okay. You don't have to. But like it say off in that word, as for me and my house, you niggas got me fucked up. And y'all know what the truth is. Every last motherfucking one of y'all know what the truth is. There are two genders, and only one of them carries the portal. We both are responsible for making, we are both responsible for the creation. But one is an incubator. It is what it is. Accept your role for what you are. This is why we had the gods and earths, and you go down through all of goddamn time since you was a kid and was reading that if you was in this bitch and they made you read that Bible, what did it say he made first? And you would just, it's fucking ignorant at this point, ladies and gentlemen, to sit here and think that men, this one over here, finna come at it in any other kind of goddamn way outside of telling you what the fuck it is. And the truth is, y'all are sitting up here losing your goddamn minds, arguing with fucking clinically insane people. There was a point in time they would lock these people up. I'm not saying that everything is always humane and it's always right and it's always perfect and it's okay. But y'all niggas know this shit ain't right. We got grown. Let's get this shit straight. It's grown ass men arguing with grown ass women on how a man somehow body reacts the same way as a woman does. They figure this shit out every fucking time. Oh, well, we both have breasts. No, the fuck we don't. No, we don't. A fat nigga has breasts. Ain't feed no fucking babies with it. And we can chop parts off all goddamn day long. And we don't want to dive into that because half of y'all are actually, it's a high percentage of you motherfuckers that want to claim that you something else. And as soon as you go through that operation, you want to be back to what the fuck you was. Now explain to me, if you don't know what the fuck you are to begin with, how in the fuck do you know that you want to go back to being something that you wasn't sure you was to begin with? You see how fucking ignorant this shit sounds? And I'm not the fucking one to sit here and play this goddamn game with y'all and lose my goddamn mind and travel down these fucking roads with you crazy motherfuckers. Yes, indeed. It is just hilarious. Fucking idiot. She shouldn't have never even jumped her ass on there to say shit to none of them. You have to let ignorant motherfuckers be who the fuck they gonna be. And they'll keep on being ignorant and hippity hop their ass right off the cliff. Let them do it. You can't save everybody. And y'all ain't trying to save nobody no way. You trying to prove shit too goddamn much. The fuck wrong with these women today? You trying to prove shit too goddamn much. Nobody give a fuck. You a woman. Okay. Be a woman, but all this extra, I could do as much as a man. And then when these motherfuckers start saying, oh, really? Well, we can do as much as a woman, and you call yourself mad. Do you not see the ignorance yet? Now, I've been sitting on this motherfucker. I've been talking too long because I don't like to deal with this type of fucked up bullshit. I don't like to deal with it.
Judge him. He said, Kitty, we want to hear what you got to say. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I agree with everything that 4-5 is saying. Um, I have a heart for the transgender community, and maybe that's why the truth stings a little bit for me, because I have people that I love who are a part of that community. But at the end of the day, I really hope and pray that they are not running around here thinking like this idiot was saying. Even with his with some of the stuff that he was saying, femininity nor masculinity belongs to neither one of us as a gender. We have those to balance out who we are as humans, as idealistic beings, period. So we have both of those to balance that out. So in that instant, I agree with some of what the brother was saying, but he lost me when he went off into saying I happen to be a woman who enjoys the fact that I still have my dick, and
How does that even sound?
exactly. At that point, he lost me. At that point, I entered. I was like, "Oh, you had me there for a minute, brother." I strongly believe in trying to understand, because I am a person who struggles with mental illness. So I'm certainly for understanding why people think the way they do, or how people think the way they do, or trying to be empathetic to how people feel. So, like I said, if you see me over here in my facial expressions, or like, ooh, as he's talking, it's just because I'm empathetic to that community. I don't disagree with none of what he's saying. I do feel like, a lot of times I feel like transgender, I do understand that there are still things that y'all are fighting for as far as human rights go. But at the end of the day, y'all have more rights than women have. So the fact for you to speak out against women and have so much to say in this rah-rah back and forth, that really aggravates me. And when Jess said that we we are the gatekeepers of periods and pregnancy. Like, we the only motherfuckers that can push a baby out. You can't do that unless these motherfuckers go in a lab and figure out some way of surgically making that happen for you. So at the end of the day, I do feel like, yeah, y'all out here, y'all are doing a little bit too much. Y'all want to sit up and talk about who got periods and gatekeepers of womanhood and shit like that. Let's talk about all these transgender women that are popping up dead and ain't nobody reporting on it. Like Kiddy Pink Radio. Let's go there, because a couple of y'all had some smart shit to say to me in that community, and Kiddy Pink Radio has reported some of that shit. Now let me get out my feelings real quick. I got in my feelings there. I got in my feelings. Y'all have
Yeah, address these motherfuckers like they need to be addressed.
Y'all have definitely hurt my feelings within the last couple of days, because I ride with y'all.
And that's real shit. And if you watch any of these goddamn shows, y'all know for a fact, Kitty has stood up for the alphabet crew since we all started together. She's always stood up. She's always said things and made us to really fucking sit there and think about some things. You know what I'm saying? From a standpoint. But Kitty has always, always, always been respectful to genders. First, identifying male and female. And I don't understand why we can't come, we can't, why are we sitting here and not addressing what the fuck is really the problem here? I think we want to sit up, see the pro. See, here's what it is, and I've been saying this shit, and everybody who knows me knows somebody else might have ran off with my little platform on it, but I'm still on it. We want to be entertainers so goddamn much. We want to entertain motherfuckers so goddamn much that we will sit up here and lose our entire integrity. We will lose all of our self-respect. to fight fucking points that mean absolutely fucking nothing. It's not constructive to us in the society. And well, fuck society. It's not constructive to us. It ain't helped us do a goddamn thing. This argument right here. And then this is another thing that's fucking killing me. Black people. Black people. Notice who the fuck is arguing these points. Black people. Y'all niggas will sit up here and y'all niggas have sat up here and y'all will watch. They cloned Tyrone 4 and 5 times to figure out that the movie was nothing more than about monkey see, monkey do. And you ain't figured it out. And I hope a lot of y'all woke up and realized, damn, I've been trying to be a gangbanger for 35 years and it ain't worked. Or I try to be a dope dealer or a pimp or a hoe and it ain't worked. I hope somebody watched it and figured that shit out. But for me, the goddamn movie was monkey see, monkey do. That's why they showed Tyrone at the end in LA. But we must move on. We must move on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, black women, that you feel like you have to fucking argue your point in being a woman all the goddamn time. But sometimes you might just need to shut the fuck up. What's the point in arguing? What is the point in arguing something so very fucking obvious? I've said this to you before. If I got a box right here with 10,000 snakes in it, and I say you can stick your hand in it and not get bit, are you going to stick your hand in it to see if you're going to not get bit? Some of you dumb motherfuckers will do it. And it's okay. It's all right. Lose your life.
I think that shout out to we had comments at the top, but you
With who?
Shaw, yeah, we had comments at the top, but you was running your dick. I'm not your dick suckers. I'm sorry. That was disrespectful.
Yeah, that is super disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
You don't want me to do this. You don't want me to do this.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. You must be one of them woke niggas. He said more
All
division.
y'all.
Sha'al y'all.
Yeah, all
He
y'all.
said it's more division between men and women. We should be complimenting one another, not competing. The war on the divine masculine and feminine is real. Well, that goes back to what I was saying earlier, though. I was saying we both have those characteristics, those traits as divine human beings. We have those. We have both of those, and that's what balances us out. So like there's no hiding from it. When you say divine masculine and feminine, let's be more detailed. Let's go deeper than just that, because that's broad as fuck.
Well,
But I do agree with you. It is a lot more. It's causing a lot more division.
any type of superficial division in a society, you have to ask where is it coming from and who is allowing it and why is it being allowed? Is it to do anything else but to keep you distracted, which most of this shit is? As long as they keep you distracted with this shit, you're going to keep taking your ass to work and paying the bills. And as they keep on fucking you, you keep on going on down the road. I'm just hollering and screaming about them fucking you. You won't do shit about it. We got that Novocaine in our system. We numb to everything. Shit happens that we know ain't supposed to happen. It ain't got no right in it whatsoever. We just sit up here and rejoice in it. Black people. I'm specifically talking to black people because that's all I seen on them goddamn clips, running their goddamn mouth. I ain't even know. I ain't even know nothing. I thought it was only one boy in there the whole time. I come find out, the camera fuck with your goddamn eyes. And this
What
bitch,
part?
like you said, when that bitch said, "Huh?"
What I miss?
Well, when that motherfucker said, "I enjoy being a woman with a dick," I said, "A hermaphrodite? Is this?"
Um,
But that's not what you are. I don't know. I don't understand it anymore, and I don't care to argue the point with you fuckers because you want to be able to say that. How can you?
be
I just can't.
nice. Don't be mean.
I'm not going to, but I'm not going to argue this point with no. Look here. Hey, you are a boy, Damon. You're a boy. You trying to argue
I just feel like
women
let's
fact.
stop. Let's stop. And then this is to the trans community. Let's stop arguing about something that somebody was born. You cannot tell me that you you are more of a woman than me and you just became a woman 2 weeks ago. You can't tell me that because I've been a woman for 39 whole years. Like came out my mama coochie with the coochie. So like you can't tell me that you out here out womaning me and you the only thing that you have that connects you to being a woman is how you dress. There's more than just putting it's more than just wigs and nails and nice outfits. It's way more than that when it comes down to the periods. Like Cherry the Boom was saying, like y'all want to look like women. Y'all don't want to be women. She was saying something about half the shit when she transitioned, half the shit that women go through, she didn't want that no more and stuff like that. Like, bitch, no, y'all, because y'all don't really want to be women. Like she said, yeah, let's have society don't really respect women.
It
Society
sounds
really
like a
doesn't have regards to women. Let me finish. You've been talking
yeah.
all this time. Let me talk. She was making all those comments and stuff like that. Like, bitch, you don't want to be a woman. Y'all really just want to look like women. And if you feel like just because you a bad bitch that makes you more woman than me, you definitely don't have the core of what it is to be a motherfucking woman. And I said that. Let me give my motherfucking self a bomb because y'all got me fucked up. Thank you. Thank you. Les Judge got a long one here. He said the monkey told the gorilla the grass was blue. The gorilla said, no, it's green. The gorilla took the argument to the lion, and the lion said it is indeed blue and sentenced the gorilla to be banished. The gorilla asked the lion why he would sentence him when he can see the grass is green. The lion said, it is indeed green, but you are banished because you are too strong to argue with the monkey. Well taken, well taken. Yeah, said a woman is the only being that can have two hearts within her body, hers and the child's. No LGBTQ, no man can say that nor compete with that. For sure, for sure.
I'm not here to pedestal anybody, male or female. We're talking about boys who want to be girls, arguing with girls about what girls have and what girls do. This is what the fuck we talking about here. Y'all can keep on putting in all the variables all you want to. You can tell me about how wonderful a woman is and all this goddamn shit, but explain to me why this woman is arguing with this boy who wants to be a girl
I think
about
at that
being a
point,
girl.
and I get where Jess is coming from. There have been a lot of trans like coming for cisgender women, and then they get mad at us. And I felt her when she said that shit. Like, how in the fuck you gonna get mad at me because I don't want to be referred to as a cisgender woman, but you don't want to be referred to as a fucking man? Them, they, and there, and like
Wait,
I have to reconstruct how I talk to you and how I see you when I see clearly that you're a man. But at the end of the day, you can't sustain from calling me a cisgender woman. I don't want to be called cisgender, bitch.
okay,
I'm just a woman.
let
I'm
me
biologically a woman. That shit
Yeah, but
aggravates my soul.
okay, I don't really want to fucking know, but you're saying because I thought it was that cisgender women was actually men, but cisgender women is
Oh, that's what they refer to me as a cisgender woman. Yes.
like you a man.
No, cisgender. Cisgender, basically, they said scientifically stands for biological woman. That's what cisgender
Oh,
is.
okay. I thought cisgender was a
No.
a biological man. See how fucking goddamn confusing this shit is.
And I think I just learned that trans men are women who transition to men. Because we was talking about this before we started the show. And trans women are men who transition to a woman.
So cis is something. I'm gonna have to look this shit up, but they,
Cisgender is what they say that us real women are.
so
Like
you
Trick
should.
the Bone said, since we stuck on this real women. Like,
So
girl,
so does this apply to men too? Is it
guess
like a
what?
cisgender
I
man?
guess I guess you're a cisgender man.
It's
She said cis means original biological. Yeah, that's what I said. Like that's
original biological.
yeah.
This is crazy. This is new
But I
to
don't
me.
want to be
I've
referred
been
to as
thinking,
I am just a
yeah,
woman.
no man or woman should be referred to anything else than outside of being a man or a woman.
If
All
we
the
want the
adjectives.
correct pronouns, you refer to me as woman. No cis, no gender, bitch. I am a woman. The first.
I
You're
know
a copy. I'm the carbon copy. You're the copy. Woman.
that
Don't
they're
put
the
the street in front of that. Y'all
that
so disrespectful, but you want to be respected. And they probably gonna come for me. I see it coming in my future any fucking way. But don't call me no cisgender, none of that. If you want somebody to respect how you feel about yourself, you need to respect how we feel about ourselves. And when we say we don't want to be referred to as cisgender, bitch, that's what it is. Just like you want to be referred to as a her, even if it is the truth, even if it is scientifically proven that this is what the fuck this means. Just like it's scientifically proven that you're a man, but you want me to say, ma'am, hit her. All these fucking pronouns just got me fucked up and emotional right now. I can't take this anymore.
I said at the beginning of the show that I wasn't gonna be driven crazy by this goddamn topic. I refuse it. And y'all see that this one over here is getting confused by this topic. This one. So
Because it's so frustrating. It is
see,
so
this is what I'm trying to say
frustrating.
though. This is what I'm trying to say though. You know the best way to get some shit to move on? Ignore it. You know when a dog is acting a goddamn fool in front of you and shit, it's trying to get your attention and shit, look off. That
But we
motherfucker will
can't
stop.
just ignore it because we are a radio station. We're a
No,
terrestrial
we can't.
radio
No, I'm
station.
talking
We
about
are
society, Kitty. We talking
oh,
about right. I agree
okay.
with you. We
Because
talking about it
we
as a
got to
subject.
talk about it. We got to
I'm
talk
just
about it.
I'm just telling the
Simply fact
people.
that we're having this conversation because it's been a lot of transgender bashing real women here lately. And I'm really it's aggravating. Shut up. It's getting aggravating. What?
It's fun. It's funny to me. It's funny
Obviously, it's funny to judge too.
because you know the only people who are the only people who accepted this shit to begin with. You know, Malcolm said something very, very. It always rings in my ears when I see somebody getting that get back. It's called chickens coming home to roost,
I
baby.
don't think it's give back. I don't think God would gift us with get back for accepting somebody that society had totally denied.
Did you say? Did you bring up God?
Compassion. Compassion.
Compassion?
Yes.
Do trans?
You can't tell
Do
me that
it
women
don't?
are you can't tell me that women are being punished because they were compassionate for a certain group of people who are completely hated, getting murdered.
Who's punishing you?
You just said that this is our get back. That's just like saying
Yeah,
that you're being punished.
yeah. Who accepted it? If you accept, look, Kitty,
So
get
what are we supposed to do? So you're saying that it is women's fault that we have men who dress up as women and want to be referred to as women. You're saying that that's black women's fault.
if Ann Woman jumped up and started a fucking protest when they first started doing it, wouldn't happen. I'm living in the same goddamn country you living in, and I have seen rules. Just goddamn
You
it,
are
y'all!
too
All the rules are
intelligent.
in female favor. If
You
you
are
jump up and you fucking holler too much, they're gonna fucking change it. You can shake your head no to it all you want to, baby,
fucking
but
intelligent to be talking that fucking slow.
no, this ain't. But number
So you're
one,
saying
this ain't
that
nobody talking slow. Don't get that shit
do you know
mistaken.
how many
Don't get that
women
shit mistaken.
do you
Don't
know
get shit.
how long it's been
I
it's
don't give a
taken them
fuck
to
who
take
accepted
down
it.
abortion?
You notice this?
Do
I
you know
asked you a
how
question.
long it's
I'm not
taken?
gonna answer that.
There
I'm
are
asking
women
you a question. Who accepted it?
question
What
who
the
accepted
question was? Who
what?
accepted it? The question was who accepted it. You can start there. That's what you can do.
Okay.
Who accepted it?
What does that got to do with anything? Like
So
go further.
when you accept things
Like
that probably shouldn't be accepted, and it backfires on your goddamn ass, there's nobody else's fault.
who are you to say that it's not to be accepted though? We all be trying to play God and that's not our fucking role around this bitch. That's not our role.
I started this off by saying I don't give a fuck about what anybody does with their own person, but when you start to force these
So
beliefs,
I'm just saying though, you act like if
when
women had said no, do you know how many women there are that really hate, that have turned and basically turned their sons away, put their sons out the house because of their gay shit?
and how many of
So
them
you
accepted
can't
it?
say that's just on
How
women. You
many?
can't just say
How
that
many?
women are the only ones that can
You can say
accept
that
it.
all you want to. You talking about a woman in the house with a
Too
boy that she left out.
intelligent.
I'm
You
talking
too
about all women
intelligent.
and accepting what the fuck is going on. You talking about
Not all women
a woman
accept. Not
raising
all
somebody in
women
the house. I'm
accept
talking about all women.
homosexuality,
We're not talking
Papa.
about mothers. We're not talking about mothers.
Okay, well, not
We're talking
all
about
women
all
accept
women.
homosexuality, Papa. There you have it.
What'd you say?
Not all women accept homosexuality.
Who ex- look here.
But
Look here.
you're saying that
If it's not
you're always trying to blame women for shit.
all I'm gonna say, hey,
When are we gonna talk
who
about the fact that males being absent is the reason some women have to act the
I
way that
love it.
they
I
do?
love it. I love it. You can do it all you want to, but this is what I started it off with this. Didn't nobody else fight for girls to be playing fucking sports with boys? Didn't
Papa,
nobody else didn't nobody
so
you started it.
this is on women.
Nobody
This is
hey,
all on women. Okay.
hey, you don't have to have to admit it, but nobody else started this. Hey, I can do all of the same things that guys can do, but women.
Everything fucked up about nature, human
No,
nature, is all the woman's fault,
no,
Papa.
no, no, no.
We're gonna blame
That's you just jumping way overboard like you
I'm
always do
not
when you want to
jumping way
say, "Oh well,
overboard. I'm
I guess all women are dealing with blah 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 blah." That's
this
not how it's gonna work on
conversation.
this one.
We're
That's
not
not how
gonna
it
work
works on this one.
if we're talking over each other, and I'm not gonna shut up because I'm tired of shutting up because you've been talking the whole
But
fucking
it
time.
ain't gonna work on this one. You
Well,
can say it all you
it's
want to.
not about it working.
Who
It's
else?
about us having a difference in opinions, and that's just that.
I never.
mouth.
I've never
And I
seen.
don't feel like this is something that can be blamed on women. Like,
All I asked is who started the gender blurring? Who started that?
so that means that now that we have men who want a war with biological women, that's women's fault.
So if I say to you,
We can't really blame that on women because there are men out here fucking transgenders.
so
So that's the women's fault.
it's women out there
There are
fucking
women out here fucking
transgenders.
transgenders.
It's women out there fucking
So,
transgenders.
and I'm
Blah,
saying
blah,
that
blah,
too
blah, blah,
soon.
blah. It's women out there fucking
Let me finish what
transgenders.
I'm saying. Let me
Ain't it
finish what the
women?
fuck I'm saying. I've been sitting here quiet as fuck, letting you talk the whole show. Give me my respect back, please.
This ain't got nothing to do with respect.
Yes, it do. It has a lot to do with
Cause
respect.
you
Let me
overtalk
talk.
me. We got plenty of shows where you overtalk me too.
Oh
Now
my
I
God,
understand we
this
on
ain't
Kitty
that
Pink
show.
Radio.
This
I
ain't that
understand we on Kitty
show.
Pink Radio. I understand that. Then don't have me on here if
It
it ain't
ain't
my
got
show.
shit to do with it being Kitty Pink Radio. Just let me
Hey,
talk.
War of the Roses started elsewhere, baby. We
Okay,
both on
what's
here.
the
We're
point?
both on here. We're both on here. I
Men
understand it's
start
Kitty Pink
gender
Radio, as
blurring.
I
Okay, do
stated.
that in private. We ain't got to do that in front of them, yo. Come back. Pull it back. God damn.
How
Men
did
started gender blurring.
how?
All I'm saying is
How?
men are fucking transgenders, and that
So are women.
let me finish. God damn. I can take that statement and say to everybody, so it's men's fault. It's men's fault that transgender women feel like that they can be better women than biological women.
Because men are fucking them.
I can, if you out there and you understood what the fuck I just said, because I know I ain't slow.
How many women? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. You're kidding me right now. As many women, as many of these butch dykes is out here running around with women, and you want to sit up here and talk about men fucking transgender women? Is you kidding me?
You're trying to deflect.
No,
You're
I'm
trying
not.
to
I'm not
deflect.
deflecting. I started the
Yeah,
show
you're
off with it.
deflecting.
I started the show off with it.
You're
And you know what's
deflecting
funny?
at this
You can
point.
rewind it where you was agreeing with it. I started the show off with it, Kitty. I said
Women
this all
don't
started.
feel
If
it.
it was
No,
wrong in
I
what I was
know
saying,
that all trans women don't feel the way that trans, and that's the only reason why I'm empathetic. I know that all trans women do not feel the way that woman feels, but when there are trans women out there, and that's just like black people telling black women to hold themselves accountable and correct other black women. When y'all see y'all bitches out there fucking up, making fucked up ass statements like that, check them hoes. Check them.
can't nobody check these bitches.
This ain't nothing personal, D-Star. I'm not yelling towards you or nothing. I'm just speaking out loud. Like, check them bitches. If you like, sis, that's too far. And
Can't nobody check these bitches.
there are some trans women who basically be like, I'm not with that shit. I can't get jiggy with this shit. Just like there are LGBTQ. I'm one of them. I can't get jiggy with this shit. Yeah, I was agreeing with you. I still agree with what you said at the beginning of the show. But I just feel like we getting a little emotional. Let's pull it back on both our parts so we can do a successful show. That's it.
I ain't getting emotional about it. All I said was the same thing I've been saying from the jump. That's it. I've been saying the same thing I've been saying from the jump.
That's not what we were talking about when we were talking, though. That's not what we were talking about. We were talking
But we
about
got to that point, though. We got to it.
you made a statement that said that this is women's fault. Basically, that was your statement. And all I was saying
No, it's
was,
not basically. I said who accepted it.
what I'm saying is we got to that part. You're saying, basically what you're saying is it's women's fault because they accepted it. If you want me to add in that part, if that intricate part is so important. But
Right.
all I was saying was, and all it was is I didn't agree with what you were saying, and you jumped on me. I don't agree with that because I can take the fact that there are men out there that fuck trans women and say, I could take that and say, it's men's fault that it's like this. They're attracted to them. I can say that. And just like you making them faces now, that's my opinion. We don't share the same opinion, and that's
No,
it.
no, because what I'm saying to you is they had to pass legislation for women to play male sports. You know that, right? They had to pass rules. See, this is where I started it off at, baby. I started it off with that. They had to pass rules to allow women to play football with boys, to allow girls to be Boy Scouts. They had to pass laws. See? So somebody has to accept it. Who was fighting for these laws to be changed? Somebody has to accept it. Because you didn't hear no boys. You ain't still heard no. I ain't heard a boy yet say, I should be able to play girls softball. I should be able to play girls volleyball. Ain't nobody changed those rules for no boys. They only changed it for girls. So who fought for it, Kitty? Girls did. Own up to your
So
shit. Chickens coming home to roost. That's what I said from the beginning.
okay, I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, you're saying that this invited the whole, oh, transgender women are better than real women. That's how we got here.
That I'm saying that is part of how we got here. You
Okay.
don't think so?
Okay.
Gender blurring.
I just don't feel like it's all women's fault. And just like Ty Bread said, I think we both had our hand in gender blurring. We both done had our hand in gender blurring.
Hey, whatever is
It's
whatever.
and all of us don't accept it, and I'm part of it. That's what I was saying. There are some things that I just don't agree with, and I'm a part of the LGBTQ community.
But the rules
Why
say that
aren't
we
there any
supposed to.
why aren't there any rules for the trans man who won on the swimming Olympic team? Oh, Jesus. The fight for women's rights opened the door, and the system methodically ran with it. In a sense, women have more rights than men, and the LGBTQ, in a sense, have more rights than both. It's the hard truth, but it's the truth. It's both the men and women's fault. A systematic plan. I can agree with that. I have no issue agreeing with that. I feel like I just don't want us to sit here and just be like, yeah, because I've heard several men say this, that it's women's fault. Y'all the reason this shit happening now. Da, 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 da. And it's just like every time something go on, it's because y'all women, and I just want to have one day I want to have the conversation, maybe not this show, but one day I want to have the conversation about how women act the way that they act because of the absence of the man. But don't nobody want to talk about that.
But
Anyway,
who wants the absence of the man? Who accepts it? Who
you
accepts the
ain't
absence of it? Who forces it? God damn,
no
man.
heard no boy say it because they're afraid to say it.
Nah, that ain't true. That's a goddamn lie. You can look. I'm gonna need you to look it up. That's a goddamn lie. But it's okay. We can play this game all we want to, but we know who the laws got changed for. I'll wait.
What you mean, Ty? We done skipped so many times. No, we didn't fight for no bullshit like that. What
How
you
did you
talking
not?
about?
How did you not? Go back and look at when they first started accepting girls in boys football. How?
Okay,
What?
okay. Yeah,
What?
that's the truth. What he's saying, that's the truth, Ty. She
What are
said
you
you're one
talking about?
side.
Well, she can say I'm one sided all day long.
A trans
Explain Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
a
There ain't no
trans
boys in Girl Scouts.
a trans woman will never be a real woman. I'm sorry. We don't
We
care
know
if
that.
they want to be women. Just don't take nothing from us natural women in the process. The government forces the absence of our black men. I'm not saying that that's not the total truth, but what I'm saying is, it's like, if we want to blame, there are so many layers to this blame game. It's not just all on black women, and it's not just all on the back of black men. It's not. There are a lot of fingers that could be pointed, and that's the only point that I was making. Let's not point fingers here, because a lot of women accepted gay men because there were people who didn't accept them. There were people who would spit on them, call them faggots, chase them, beat them down.
That sounds like a
They
nigga
have
plight.
gone through a lot of shit.
That sounds like Negro plight to me.
And it does. Chrissy boy, what's up? You so full of shit. We done came to our hour. This has been a dope show. She said, yes, the black woman always gets the blame for I swear to God, everything is our fucking
That's
fault.
a goddamn lie. That's a
Everything is our
goddamn lie.
fault.
That's a goddamn lie, and y'all know it. And then we'll get off of
Everything is
this
our fault.
motherfucking. That's a goddamn lie. Black
Everything
women get.
our fault.
Man, all I asked was one
All
simple
our little
question.
black boys are gay. Well, that's the black woman's fault.
All I asked was one simple question.
There's a lack of black dads in the house. That's the black woman's fault.
No,
Shit.
notice this, ladies and gentlemen. Notice this. She keeps saying black women's fault, but 4-5 started this off with who accepted it. I didn't say black or white women. I'm just saying women in general.
Women in okay.
I got to bringing up black people.
Maybe
But,
what it was is I took offense because I'm a black woman. Maybe that's
okay. Well, I got to bringing up black women because it's the only.
Society accepted it. Not only women, not only men. This is our new norm, right?
Okay, I've already said that. All I'm saying is the only people that I've seen. Go back and rewind the show,
That's what I was
assholes.
going to say. Some of these don't do that. Don't call them assholes. Some of these people are coming in on the show now. They haven't been here the whole time.
Okay, well, what I said from the beginning was the only ones that I see fighting this point, and the only ones that Kiddy has put up on this show reflect our skin tone. You don't want me to say black? Fine. They reflect our skin tone. That's the only ones I see hollering and screaming about this ignorant ass shit. And it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But y'all know good and goddamn well this shit ain't right. Hey, I'm in full agreement with all women on this shit. Hey, no man got no business. I don't understand why a man would want to call himself a woman any goddamn way. It's just not me. Just not me. But whatever the fuck is accepted, hey, you can accept it all you want to. But when you get to accepting it and you done fought for it too, and the rules change, and then they take the rules a little too far. You know, they do this shit all the time. Look at divorce court. They do it all the time. They take the rules a little too far. And now that it's coming back and it's kind of fucking some women up, it's a fucking problem. All I'm saying is this. You ain't got no business to be sitting up. If you're a woman, why is you arguing with a boy who want to be a girl? I said it from the beginning, and I'm gonna end it with that. If you're a woman, why is you arguing with a boy who want to be a girl about being a girl? How ignorant is that shit? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to, and you can say I'm all one-sided, all the fuck you want to. You right. I'm on the side of common sense thinking people. And if you don't like it, then you must not be a common sense thinking person. It is what it is.
Boys and girls, and all of the alphabet crew. You asked for it, so here it is. 4-5 with 4-5, a Microwave Dreams podcast, where if ifs and buts was cherries and nuts, we'd all have a merry
motherfucking Christmas.
Y'all make sure to check my brother out. He has his own shows called Microwave Dreams. She said, why would a boy be worried about our period? Well, see, this and that was something else that I wanted to that's why I wanted to do this show, because I think a lot of times we see clips of things and we just run with it. That wasn't even the meat and potatoes of the conversation. The conversation was about trans men, which are women who transition into men, still having their periods. And basically the girl the trans woman,
the boy
who felt they were commenting on it, and basically he was saying that women are not the gatekeepers of periods. Basically he was saying cisgender women were not the gatekeepers of periods and stuff like that. And that's where I don't think Jess got the meat and potatoes of that particular conversation either. I think she kind of got in her emotions before she realized what the real argument was, and that's kind of how we got here. But I'm always grateful for situations like these conversations. These are hard conversations. These conversations kind of poke at your feelings and shit like that. But they are the conversations that we need to have. We need to have these conversations. Um,
So this was about fighting over menstruation.
right.
You see, I said it from the jump. Ignorance is on fucking purpose, and stupidity has to be desired.
Yeah, my
Thank
grandma
you.
used to say the same thing too, Tom. But no, my grandma used to say if you arguing with a fool and somebody looking in the distance, they don't know which one of y'all is the bigger fool. So like, yeah, for sure, for sure. And I wasn't disagreeing with this nigga. I don't know what the fuck. That
We just be barking
sometimes
at each
this
other
nigga,
sometimes.
sometimes this
Yeah.
nigga don't be listening to me. He be too busy talking.
I
Um,
do, because I be getting mad as a motherfucker about shit. And I wish
but
you would
see,
just
then
let me be mad.
though, nah, don't be mad at me because I ain't did shit to you, motherfucker.
No, I wasn't
That
mad
one
at you,
time.
nigga. I'm mad at the whole situation. I told you from the beginning I didn't want to do this goddamn thing because it's gonna make us look fucking crazy trying to figure out why these two
Whatever.
goddamn people is talking about this ignorant ass shit. I don't want to know. I never wanted. I don't even like. I never liked when the red devil visits any one of you bitches. Please know that. I don't like it when that motherfucker comes at all. Because especially when y'all in a group and y'all been around each other, because y'all know how it is. Mary gets it then, and then God damn it, it just goes down the line. And niggas, your whole fucking week be fucked up. Okay? I don't like it for y'all. Okay? But I'm definitely not gonna tell you. First off, I don't need how do we even relate taking hormone pills to dropping eggs? Ain't that what menstruation is? It's dropping eggs.
Mm,
You ain't got no eggs. You got a tallywhacker, boy, and it shoots squiggly things. Boy, you taking pills so your voice will change and you get some titties on your chest. That don't make it. I have yet. There has been no proof that them hormone pills make your tally start bleeding like a chocha.
oh my
If
god.
they Please know, if they did have some shit like that, they would have been done had it come out. So it'd be a lot easier to cut y'all's tallywhackers off. Because that's what y'all want to do. Or, I'm sorry, that boy said he don't want to cut his off. But he wants y'all to accept him as a cis. No, he wants you to. I don't even fucking know. I don't even fucking know. Are we supposed to accept him as a woman?
A trans woman.
Oh, okay,
You
trans
know
woman.
what? From here on out, when I see one of y'all, I'm going to refer to you as a trans woman. If I or I ain't came across too many trans men, but that's what I'm gonna refer to you as because like y'all going too far with this. Yeah, yeah, okay, you feel like a man. Okay, you feel like a woman. And
And
I understand all that. Do you? But at
and
the
we
end of
have to
the
refer to
day,
them as she and her.
those are the pronouns that they appreciate those pronouns. Judge said
That's fine.
monkeys and
I just want a
gorillas.
sandwich. Just one sandwich. That's all.
I'll
I
never
just
argue with a boy that is not a woman naturally. You just don't want to be. She
why
turned
we
into a
I
live
just
quack.
I just get it. It bothers me more and more. The main reason, and because I don't want to get on it, but the main thing that's bothering me is that I'm only seeing our people arguing this ignorant shit, and we ain't got no business arguing ignorant shit because we got too much shit that's going on. Look again. black people, whatever the fuck you want to do. You just see boy want to be a girl, girl want to be a boy want to be a boy, girl want to be a girl. Whatever the fuck we gonna do, we got to find some kind of way to get constructive about shit. And arguing about dicks and chochas ain't working.
Mhm.
Arguing about how they operate ain't working. Me arguing with Kiddy about her being a fucking woman. This is what the fuck the argument is. I'm arguing with Kiddy. Imagine that shit. Me arguing with Kiddy
And
about being a woman.
like I said, can't nobody that became a woman last year, or can't nobody that became a woman last year argue with me about being a woman, because I've been one for the last 39 years of my life. I came out of my mama's vagina with a vagina. So,
That just hit me. That just hit me. I've been hearing you say it the whole time, but it's been fucking my head up. The argument that these motherfuckers been having. But
you just
oh,
became a woman last year.
you just became a woman an hour ago. 1 year.
30
One.
minutes ago, you decided you were going to be a woman, and now all of a sudden you're out womaning me. Not happening. Not happening. And I am the gatekeeper of the period, because I'm the only motherfucker, like Jess said, we the only motherfuckers that bleed. I am the
So
gatekeeper of womanhood. If I wasn't the gatekeeper of womanhood, you wouldn't be trying so hard to look and act like me. We finna get up out of here, y'all. We done went over. We done went over. I love
hey,
you. I want you to love yourselves. If anybody feel any type of way, you can. You hear me, Kiddy came out of vagina with a vagina. Period. Period. A woman is a stargate. They are gatekeepers from the spiritual to the physical. No competition, no debate. Not now at all. And I agree with 5. Like, why, ladies, let's stop. Just stop arguing with these bitches. Let them go on. Like you said, you arguing with a boy that thinks he's a girl. And I hate to even say
and
that, because that is so mean. But at the end of the day, it's a reality. And y'all be so pissed off at people for saying what is reality.
and then here's another thing to you boy girls out there. Why when you got to argue with real women, real women, why is it when you got to argue with them, when they prove a point, you do worse than the goddamn a woman would? You start going right in on how they look and shit.
Immediately.
Because that's what I saw. I saw this boy went in and started talking. What? Because you think she looked like a girl? I mean, a
And see,
boy.
and that was one of the things that they were saying about Just Hilarious. That's what her and T.S. Madison said something about. Well, this is coming from the girl that people say look like transgender. So, like, there's, at the end of the day, is it a compliment, or is it
Have
something
you seen?
offensive?
Have you seen?
Which way should I be taking it? Should I be taking it as a compliment, or should I be offended? Because first y'all say y'all bad bitches, y'all look better than us, y'all dress better than us, y'all wear your lace fronts better than us, and then on the other side, you're taunting a girl that people say that about her when they're mad at her. So
That
is it good or
they
bad
say
for
she
me
looks
to
like a
look
boy.
like a transgender, especially when y'all out here thinking y'all look better than us? I don't know.
They say
It's a lot.
I don't think she's a funny woman. I don't like her brand of comedy. But they saying that Just Hilarious is she looks like the boy, right?
But there have been people who said that she looks like a transgender woman.
Have you seen her?
Just hilarious. But that's another thing which would take a whole nother show. Like, when y'all go out, because let's be clear, all these surgeries that we're getting, we're all walking around here looking like, whether you want to say it or not, and I ain't gonna lie, it look good. But a lot of us are walking around here looking like trans women, because we done went and bought the bodies that they had to buy to make it look like who they supposed to be. Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, Kitty.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You wait 1
What
second.
I'm saying, no, all I'm saying, I'm not saying that because every woman is not stacked like that, 4-5.
I know it, but hey, wait. Now calm down.
I'm not.
It's I
I'm
know
not.
that women don't I know that women I know that they're not all built like that. I get that. But it took look, it's if a woman enhances womanly features on herself, right?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
How is she looking like a
What I'm
okay,
saying is
I see what you're saying.
everybody is walking around with the exact shape.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
see a transgender has a very small waist. Transgenders have perfect titties. Transgenders have perfect motherfucking asses. Like, for example, this bitch right here, Cherry the Boom, is fine than a motherfucker. She got the titties, she got a small waist, she got hips, she got ass. Yes. A lot of us that ain't built like that naturally, we're going to get built like that.
Kitty. That's a boy.
I know.
You keep saying she.
I'm respecting her pronouns just
Okay,
like I
okay.
asked
All right.
them to respect me not wanting to be called a cisgender woman.
But this one right here, you should be calling a boy because this one right here, he got entirely too much to say about girls. Okay? This just me. He got entirely too much to say about girls. I sat there and watched. Now, halfway through it, when he started saying he was a boy, I was like, oh shit. Because I thought it was like this whole women thing, but it's hard to fucking. I mean, on the camera, it's hard to tell what the fuck is going on till they really get to talking. You know what I'm saying? And this one right here should be referred to as a boy. This is what this boy said. He likes having his tallywhacker, and
You're talking about another video. That's not him.
he
Her.
still has his tallywhacker though, don't he? Don't this one still have their tallywhacker?
Sure if Cherry the Boom still got her stuff or not. I don't know.
Oh, that's Cherry the
That's
Boom.
another, yeah, that's Cherry the Boom. That's another transgender
Oh,
woman. I don't respect nobody's pronouns if they call me cis woman. Exactly. I'm a motherfucking natural woman. I'm just a woman.
right.
Don't put no cis in front of it. None of that shit. I'm just a woman.
And they call
We
you
still
breast.
got this apple.
Wait, when somebody said breastfeeders, God, I'm, I'm not laughing, but God damn, breastfeeders. That's if they can say these type of things, how come you got to be respectful of their fucking what they want you to call them? You shouldn't. If you want to be respected as this, it would seem like to me just like this, right? If you don't
We
want
started
everybody,
at 12:30, huh? I'm thinking we started at 12. Okay,
yeah,
come on.
we started to, yeah, but look here. If this is just like this, right? If we don't want everybody to be calling us niggas, we wouldn't call each other niggas, right? Theoretically. Let's say theoretically. If I don't, well, put it to you like this: fuck niggas, because we love to use that term. Let's say this: if I want you to call me Quincy, and you keep calling me asshole, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then I should be able to call you a bitch after a while, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, it could happen.
So if this one is a boy and this one went in, we sat here and watched at least, I don't know, a long,
We watched half of the video. It was more.
oh, of this one talking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, either way, this one was going in on women. It was about their looks, about how they can't keep a man, why a man keep leaving them, all this shit, right? I heard it. I heard it. And nobody else can sit down and get to really pointing out shit about this boy. You're a boy, Damon. Let's start there. You're a boy,
This show
and
gonna
you,
have us into it with so many people.
huh? It can do whatever it wants to, because you can't be something. See, I said this shit from the goddamn beginning of the show. It's gonna be fucking stupid. You cannot be a boy trying to be a girl, talk yelling at a girl about being a girl. It does it, it we women, black women especially, don't engage. Don't engage. It's not even worth it. Who can tell you about being a woman better than your grandma? Who?
I don't know, but
It just don't make
regardless,
sense.
it's everybody.
It don't make sense. None of the shit
Yeah,
makes sense at all. And we got full
regardless,
grown boys
everybody.
telling full grown, we talking about full grown women, women who bear children. Do y'all understand what the fuck is happening? Do y'all understand what the fuck is happening?
True, true.
Something has fucked up in our people. We used to have an utmost respect for mothers. We can get past the ladies, bitches, all the goddamn names and all that. We used to have respect for mothers. Period. And we losing this. We done lost it, really. We done lost it when we got boys hollering at girls. I'm hollering at you, kitty, because you not a woman like I think you need to be a woman.
I mean, I would like to know if a motherfucker feel like they can be a better woman than me. I want to know what makes them think that they could be a better woman than me.
Here's the
Cause
question.
like, I mean, all the sexual shit, like you can learn that. You can teach anybody how to be sexual or anything perverted. And a lot of times I feel like a lot of motherfuckers be on some perverted shit. How I look, or I ain't gonna say perverted, but how I look and how I dress and how I act, my mannerisms. That's what makes me, and that's not what makes you a fucking woman. None of that shit makes you.
But another woman can tell you how to be a better woman, right?
I feel that way, yes.
A man who is looking out for your best interest can tell you how to maybe maneuver and operate in situations a certain way, but he can't tell you how to be a better. He can tell you how to be maybe a better woman to him, maybe, but that's just being a better person to
I
him,
mean,
right?
and this has been an argument. This is an argument that we did it the first couple of shows when we was at Tri-Coastal where we started, nigga. Since you tried to pump your chest at me, we on Kiddy Pink Radio now, motherfucker.
Yeah, we on Kitty
But
Pink Radio,
yeah, but
and I'm still here.
one of the things that we nipped in the bud was the whole thing that a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman, and a woman can't tell a man how to be a man. What I can do is suggest to you how I want you to treat me, and either you can get with that or not. And we decide whatever later, but ain't no woman able to tell no man how to be no man. We had the whole conversation about the Father's Day, telling women Happy Father's Day. We've
Right, right,
had
right, right,
this
right.
conversation to where, and that's why I want to switch it up. We're not talking about relationships today. I think
Yeah.
we've catered to relationships till we tired of that shit right now. But at the end of the fucking day, can't neither one of us tell the other one how to be a better nothing. Because we have different we're two different motherfucking genders. We're two different human beings.
If I'm one,
So like, yeah, society's starting to. I agree
if
with you on
I'm
that, Ty. So society's starting to suppress women, so our gender will be the minority. No man can tell me how to be a better woman. A man can tell me how to be more desirable to him, right?
Right,
But
right.
not how to be a woman and vice versa. Hey,
Hmm.
Christy. However, the government is trying to tell women what to do with their bodies. Exactly. You
When?
know,
With what?
I mean, with us not being, we can't have abortions now, right?
That's not them telling you what not to do with your body.
Most
Y'all do
definitely.
know that. No, it has nothing to do. Hey, I've said this before, ladies. If you wanted to win that argument, you should have fought on doctor-patient confidentiality instead of hollering, "Y'all trying to take away my right to choose." Nobody cares about what you're choosing. Nobody took that shit away from you. You just, hey, the government said we not gonna keep funding these goddamn abortion clinics for y'all. That's what the fuck that shit says. Go read Roe versus Wade. Read about the woman who y'all love so much too. Read about her. Read about why Roe versus Wade was even implemented. Because you know it was to keep niggas at bay, right? Men, black men. You know that, right? Y'all don't know that? Hmm? Y'all don't know that at all. This had nothing to do with your choice, ladies. It had, if you wanted to fight it and you wanted to win, you should have jumped on it. It ain't nobody's business what me and my doctor discuss and what I end up doing after my doctor discusses it with me. It's no one's business. When you go into a clinic, it's no one's business. See how that works? So you can keep on hollering about choice all goddamn day long. You ain't got no choice in America. You ain't got one. You keep thinking that bullshit if you want to. Y'all keep on fighting them antiquated ass bullshit ass lies and keep feeding it to each other if you want to. Keep on doing it. But ain't now one of y'all read about Roe versus Wade when you still hollering up here, y'all taking my right to choose away. You taking my right to do something with my body away. Ain't nobody did that. You're lying, ladies. You're lying. Go read and then come back and talk to me.
Maybe we'll give that chat on our next show. I want to thank everybody that has tuned in today. I want to thank everybody for their insights, their input. Shout out to all of you out there who stopped in today. We had a pretty big, nice crowd in. Sorry. Well, no, I'm not gonna apologize. Listen,
Me
y'all.
neither.
Life be lifing and shit be happening. I'm a grown ass woman with a whole nother life. If all you gotta do, if you want to know when I'm gonna be live and all that, all you gotta do is go over to YouTube, hit that notification bell, follow me and subscribe first. Hit the notification bell and you'll get a notification every time that I do go live. I'm not gonna give y'all a schedule, none of this shit no more. It just is what it is. I'm gonna come on this bitch when I get ready. And that's just it at the end of the day. When you the boss, you can make decisions like that. Hello. Hello. So we're gonna try to pull up back on y'all next Wednesday around noon o'clock, maybe 9:30. Who knows?
It was my fault, ladies and gentlemen, while we
Like Christy and Johnny and them ate something, goddamn it. Shit. Christy said they reversed it.
no, reverse what? They
I don't know.
reverse what? Roe versus Wade? They did reverse it, but you need to go read what Roe versus Wade was about. That's what I'm telling you. And again, if you want to fight anything, fight for doctor patient confidentiality. Because if you want to go in and go get an abortion, why is it anybody else's goddamn business what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
So that said, ladies and gentlemen, it was my fault I was late today. And I did get a little bit on a little fucking bit of a soapbox, but that's what the fuck I do every now and then. And sometimes me and this one over here is gonna go at it. Cause this is what we do every now and then. Now I shouldn't have spilled out. It
All you
shouldn't have
gotta
spilled out.
do is stop and listen to what I was saying.
That well, hey, all fault is mine. I take it. Fault is mine.
I'm not
Because
gonna
I told
always say it's always your fault. I'm just saying sometimes you just
No,
gotta
I
stop
said this is my fault. I said it's my fault. I'm taking it. But I
okay.
like doing this shit in front of the people anyway. I like when they say, "See this nigga."
I don't because it's unprofessional and not
No,
just
I'm
that.
talking about the apology, nigga. I ain't talking
Oh,
about the argument, nigga. I like telling people because I like when people see. Yeah, I'm a fucked up individual. I do fucked up dumb shit sometimes. Sometimes I'm gonna argue my point. I'm a human being. I fuck up. This is what happens. And
yeah,
believe
but
me when I tell you,
you calling me childish, but you sit there and purposely talked on top of me while I was trying to talk.
who said childish?
You called me childish.
No, I ain't say nothing about no childish.
Oh, okay. All right. I
Nigga,
didn't
I
know.
love you. I ain't gonna be disrespectful like that. I might overtalk you,
That's
but
what
I ain't
I'm
gonna
saying.
call you
But
no name.
you do that on purpose. And sometimes when I feel like,
Sometimes
okay,
I do.
let me when I feel like you're passionate about something that you're trying to say, let me just be quiet. Like today, I sat back and you carried the show for like half the fucking hour.
Yeah,
And
but
then
Kitty,
when
you
I
say
wanted to
shit,
say something, it
but
was
you be
like,
saying shit that needs a goddamn reply. You do, and you know you be doing that shit to me a fucking lot. You'll be saying some shit, and I'll be like, wait a second now. God damn it, let's reprocess this for a second. We can go on with your
and then I
subject.
shut up and I let you finish though. I don't go all the way
Yeah,
around the
I'm not this.
mulberry bush and through the trail and back across the track and then back to the candy lady house for a few minutes, then stop by my grandma's house and then come back. That's how
Well,
you
I'm
do. So by the time you do all that traveling, I forgot what the fuck I was trying to say.
nigga need a notepad.
Shit.
You need to get a notepad and write.
Grow
Hey,
up.
but it do happen. It does happen. And I'm not no goddamn broadcast journalist. I try to help y'all. I'm here to help. I'm not here to be a broadcast journalist. I am not Ted Koppel
Oh God.
and Brian Gumble. I'm not gonna ever speak that eloquently. I won't.
Anyway, we love you guys. We want you to love yourselves. Like I said, we're gonna get a relationship thing a break, and we're gonna get deep down and dirty and talk about some different topics. If y'all would like to give us your opinions and stuff like that, you want to give us some topics, that's things you'd like to talk about, you know, hit us up. Y'all obviously some of us are friends and stuff like that. Y'all can inbox us or you can email kiddypinkradio@gmail.com. Once again, we love you. We want you to love yourself. Yes, Christy, yes, girl.
Real quick. Did Jess Hilarious get her body pumped up?
She had a surgery.
What? Maybe a little titties, a little bit of titties.
No, I think she might have went in and I mean, to me, it just looked like she may have had like 360 around her waist, so it can
Oh,
accentuate
okay.
her ass. You know, some women are
Yeah,
naturally built like that, and all it takes is for a little click, 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 and they
yeah.
out of the office. Religion versus witchcraft, that's a good one. We might,
Mm-mm. No, we not. We not gonna do that one because why? I'm not
we
gonna
ain't
say it.
gonna say what we gonna
I'm
do.
not gonna say
Y'all
it.
have a wonderful afternoon. It's hump day. We almost there to the weekend. Oh, this month just getting out of here so fast. But it's hump
Mm.
day. Finally getting to the good stuff. Y'all make sure y'all have an awesome weekend. We love y'all. I'm out. See y'all later.
Man, quit shooting at me! Quit shooting at me! You see they shooting at us!
How the fuck you gon' kill me? I got my motherfucking hands up. I was chillin', minding my damn own. Didn't know I was in a danger zone till I seen the motherfucking red lights flashing bright in the rear view. Now I'm on a curb in handcuffs. Brutal force was a must, cause I'm asking a question of officer, tell me what I did. Other than being black in the wrong place. Tears falling down my face cause I can't breathe. I'm an ass man and peers could never care. No such thing as justice or fair. I'm a suspect because of the locks in my hair. Text make my parents creamy like that. Extra chicken fingers with a whiz back there. Hold on. America. Welcome to white America with no fucks are giving bout. You, black America. Welcome to white America with no fucks are giving bout. I was unarmed, but they found the gun. I was educated, but they called me dumb. No autopsy was ever done. Police bullets resemble hit and runs. Every 28 we lose one, but the crisis is never gone. We make the news, but don't stay relevant. And brother hustle on the block ain't helping it. They see us as threats, as regrets, resist in their minds. They created a monster, but we don't know as a people. We are stronger together. No weapon shall prosper. They break in our minds as they have the most valuable information in books, but we won't read or study or comprehend law. We much rather be crooks. We would rather be crooks. Black America. Welcome to white America with no fucks are giving bout. You, black America. Welcome to white America with no fucks are giving bout. You, bitch.
There is still a chair, even if it's no one sitting there. I don't think they're gonna play this on Kiddy Pink Radio. Send yours in. They'll probably play yours. It's your boy Big Rip, the thing, the culture professor. We in the streets, never industry. Kiddy Pink Radio.
You're tuned in to Kiddy Pink Radio, where black media matters. Keep it locked.